The July 2026 monthly Dickinson County School Board meeting is now in session. For the record, I would like to note that all our school board members are present, except Mr. Vanover, who has requested to join electronically. Also present are Tanya Baker, our school board clerk, Scott Mullins, school board attorney, and Ms. Haiti Robinson, division superintendent. Mr. Vanover, you're requesting to participate in the meeting electronically. Could you please state for the board why you cannot attend tonight's meeting? Thank you, sir. School board members, Mr. Vanover is requested to participate in the meeting electronically. Is there a motion to allow Mr. Vanover to participate?
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Welcome, Mr. Vanover. At this time, could we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence? Thank you. We have an agenda for tonight's meeting. Are there any additions or revisions?
Mr. Hackney, there are no revisions or additions to the agenda, sir.
Thank you. Do we have a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
So moved. Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. That brings us to the public comment section of the meeting. Mr. Hicks, could you please read the public comment guidelines, and Ms. Martin, could you please serve as timekeeper?
A period of time for public comment will be designated on the meeting agenda during which the public may comment on issues related to public education. The Dickinson County School Board believes that the citizens of the county should be heard and that this is an acceptable format for receiving public comment. After the public comment section of the meeting is closed, the public shall not be allowed to participate in general board member discussions regarding agenda items. Public participation with board members regarding agenda items can be disruptive, and the practice is prohibited by Robert's Rule of Order. It is the desire of the school board to treat each member of the public fairly and equally. Allowing one individual to participate while excluding others is unfair. The board may hold such public hearings as may be necessary to allow the public to more fully express their concerns, or the board may place the public comment section of any meeting at the end of the meeting to allow additional public comments. While we do not wish to restrict the free expression of opinion, we feel that certain restrictions may be necessary so that order and reasonable standards of decorum may be maintained. We ask that the following standards be adhered to. The speaker will be recognized by the chair. Each speaker will be limited to 5 minutes. Speakers will refrain from the use of vulgarity or profanity and will avoid negative or embarrassing comments directed toward specific children or students. Board members should not respond to issues presented by speakers unless clarification is necessary. Matters of concern raised under public comment will be referred to the proper official for investigation and future board consideration if necessary.
Thank you, Mr. Hicks. This is normally the time when we'd recognize Miss Lenore Jones. I think she's had some health issues. Not able, so our thoughts are with her. I don't see Miss Mullins either, so do we have anyone else for public comment? If none, our next agenda item is the consent agenda, which includes approval of minutes, monthly invoices, the revenue and expenditure summary, a discussion of the school activity funds, approval of field trips, approval of new elementary school construction invoices, and the approval of the construction bank reconciliation document and the Dickinson County Public Schools health statement account. Any questions or discussion on the consent agenda? None. Do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Any further discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Our next agenda item is information for the school board with Ms. Robinson.
Thank you, Mr. Hackney. Good evening, board members. Good evening, Mr. Vanover. Just a couple of things, I guess 3 things. First is the 2026 VSBA Hybrid Legislative Advocacy Conference, on September the 17th. That's in Charlotte, Virginia, or it is also virtual. Our next reminder is the 2026 Annual VSBA Conference, which is November 18th through the 20th in Williamsburg, Virginia. Several of you have attended that and have reported a great conference. And as of right now, our next school board meeting is Wednesday, October the 26th. But we may have to have a special call meeting the week before school begins if we need to hire new staff before school begins. That is the information for the board. Thank you, Mr. Hackney.
Thank you. Ms. Robinson, could you please tell us about good news from our school?
Oh, I would love to. Just as you look at your information, the beginning of the school bash, and we'll talk about that later on in the agenda, is this coming Friday, July the 24th. It's on the Ridgeview campus. We have approximately 60 vendors that will be set up on the Ridgeview campus right behind Ridgeview Middle School and Ridgeview High School. And so we're very excited about that and the sponsors that we have for that. Our community has really come together on that. I also understand that Senator Pillion will be here visiting us that day and wants to be a part of our bash. So we welcome all of our parents, all of our children, and Senator Pillion. Our beginning of school administrative meeting is next Wednesday at 9 a.m. Monday, August the 3rd through the 5th, of course, our staff returns to work. And then Thursday, August the 6th, and I feel like I need to have a drum roll there, will be the first day of school. So it is here upon us quickly. You also see there open houses scheduled for each of our schools. Each of our schools will have at least 2 or more open house schedules for parents and our students. So I'm very glad to welcome our parents and our students to school before the start of school. Our next item is our T-shirt staff design. This particular T-shirt, and I hope you got to see it, it will be the T-shirt that all of our staff members will wear on the first day of school, and for the 26-27 school year, we have yours available when they come in. And congratulations to Caitlin Osborne. She's the winner of the 26-27 staff T-shirt design. And just a word of thanks, a word of appreciation, gratitude to Mrs. Compton and to our cafeteria staff. Just this month in July, and we've only had maybe 2 Wednesdays, we have 459 families have received 8 days of breakfast, 8 days of lunch with a gallon of milk. So I just want to take just a few moments to thank them and appreciate them for all of their work. And we hope that in a small way, perhaps, we have served our families and we have served our children and our community. And if there's any questions, please let me know. Welcome. We hope that you can at least come to the bash from 4 to 6, correct? On Friday evening. So thank you very much.
That's 4 to 6.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. All right, that brings us to our next agenda item, the presentation of the fiscal year 26 end-of-year financial summary and fiscal year 27 budget update. Ms. Edwards.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me okay?
There you go.
The end-of-year financial summary and our carryover request letter was delivered to our county administrator, Mr. Barton, on June the 29th, 2026. For fiscal year 2026, our total operating revenue was $31,779,592.09. Our carryover from the prior year, FY25, was $2,609,843.75. That put our total revenue for FY26 at $34,389,435.84. On the opposite side, our total expenditures were $30,596,963.43 for July 2025 through June 2026. Our July 2026 payroll, which is commonly referred to as the post-payroll, which gets added back into FY26, that total was $1,342,349.09. That put our total expenditures for the year FY26 at $31,939,312.52. That left us with a total carryover amount of $2,450,123.32, which is broken down as follows. The GED testing funds has a balance of $2,286.04. Textbooks at $202,156.80. Our Dolly Parton Imagination Library Fund, $46,890.11. The RAFA CTE Equipment Grant is at $15,000. The RAFA Skills and the Solar Go-Kart Grant was $2,500. The Ballot Health Reset Rooms Grant at $13,500. And this leaves us with our operating fund / capital project fund at year end $2,167,790.37. These updated figures will be included in the budget amendment that we hope to present in August. Is there any questions regarding our end of year carryover?
Any questions for Ms. Edwards?
And may I just clarify that, as you recall, the capital project fund, the funds that you see, operating fund of $2.1 million, that is earmarked for capital projects on our campus, such as when we need to replace the turf, redo the tennis courts, redo the track. We are trying to be prepared and be good advocates of those fundings when we need to do that. A special thanks to Mr. Barton and the Board of Supervisors who have allowed us to carry over these funds for those earmarked for those capital projects. Thank you.
Okay, if there are no questions on the carryover, I'll give you an update on our FY27 budget. We've received final budget details from VDOE, including new calculation tools. We're very excited about it. We have begun working on the budget amendment to include these totals. We'll also update our required local match because it did change with the updated budget documents. We're going to update our salary totals. We're going to update our end of year balances and also other line items that we have received further information on since we prepared the original budget in March. We look forward to finalizing this and having it hopefully in August to present to you after this long waiting period of the details. So are there any questions on that budget at this time?
Any questions? Thank you, Ms. Edwards.
Thank you.
I think you're still up.
I think I am.
Next agenda item is the approval of the DCPS 2026 and 2027 salary scale.
Yes. Included in those final budget details that I just mentioned from VDOE, there's an average of 4% raises provided for school staff. We're presenting a 3.5 salary increase plus step raise for all staff members, which puts us well above the 4% average increase that is required from the state. All of our salary scales include step raises for years of experience, with the majority of step increases being 0.5% or higher per year. Many of our scales also contain milestone steps every 5 to 10 years with higher step increases, and sometimes that is up to 12% in 1 year. A couple of things to note in the presented salary scales this year are a milestone step for our assistant principals. This scale did not have a milestone year in it, and in comparison with the length of this contract versus some others, we felt there was a need to provide an additional amount on that step, which we have put on step 15 on that scale for all levels of assistant principals, including elementary, middle, and high school. Also included this year is an average of 4% increases for our part-time rates. We realize that our part-time staff is vital to our schools, so we want to provide them a nice increase as well. So we have increased our part-time aides, cooks, and janitors by 50 cents per hour over the prior year. And we've also provided an average of 4% increase in our substitution rates as well. We are currently budgeted for 306 full-time positions and 83 part-time positions. Are there any questions regarding the proposed salary scales?
Questions or comments? I'll just make a comment looking at the scale here. It looks, I mean, I think we're just continuing to get more and more competitive.
I agree.
This looks good. Appreciate all your work on it.
Thank you.
Anybody else have any questions? Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I believe we will need a motion to approve that as well.
Mr. Hackney, we will need a motion.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Based on that, do we have a motion to approve the DCPS 26-27 salary scale as presented?
So moved. Second.
Motion a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Brings us to the approval of proposed usage of Chromebook and digital device policy in the learning environment. Ms. Robinson.
Thank you, sir. Last spring, our entire administrative staff began to discuss and determine that one of our division-wide goals for the 26-27 school year was to establish clear research-based expectations for effective use of Chromebooks and digital devices in the classroom. And as we have discussed ourselves, before COVID, there was little Chromebook use in the classroom. During COVID, it was all digital device. And so we felt that we needed just to have a balance of the use of digital Chromebook and digital devices with actual instruction in the classroom. We identified the goal as placing more emphasis in student learning, student engagement, handwriting, communication, and critical thinking skills, and less emphasis on the use of Chromebooks and other digital devices in the classroom. As educators, we recognize that students' attention spans are shorter, making them more susceptible to distractions when they are on Chromebooks and digital devices. We've also noticed and had discussions about handwriting skills, how handwriting skills among our children are decreasing because they actually just have to, know their keys on the keyboarding and write in that manner. And we've also found a lack of students being able to actually write their name or signature in cursive writing. I think in our discussions, printing and signature looks the same. They can print only. So based on these findings, this research, what we have done is that we have developed a Chromebook digital device use policy. This policy was sent to all of our administrators for their feedback. And what we have also identified is for the elementary schools grades, a certain time in each class for the use of Chromebook or digital devices, a longer span of time for the middle school students. And of course, we recognize that high school students may, because of the class requirements, may be using Chromebooks and digital devices much more, such as drafting, such as some of our CTE classes. Included in your packet and also sent to you was the digital policy. And we've also developed a teacher Chromebook quick guide so that teachers can quickly see, and then the administrator digital walkthrough. So we're going to begin the 26-27 school year with transitioning to less use of Chromebook and digital device, and perhaps having a balance between actual teaching and time and the use of Chromebook, letting the Chromebook and the digital device not be the instruction, but only to support the instruction. Are there questions or comments from the board regarding this?
Any questions? I think we would just need a motion then, right?
Yes, sir, we do.
Hearing no questions, is there a motion to approve the proposed usage of Chromebook and digital device policy as presented?
So moved.
Is there a second? Second. Motion and second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Ms. Robinson.
Thank you, sir.
Our next agenda item is the approval of the proposed VSBA policies. Ms. Martin.
Good evening, board members. The policies, we sent these to you about a week ago to give you time to review them. The policies presented this evening are recommended revisions from VSBA policy updates and are part of the board's regular policy review cycle. Majority of the revisions are administrative in nature and updated policies for clarity, consistency, current legal references, and compliance with changes in Virginia law enacted during the most recent General Assembly sessions. Among the revisions, Policy JO, Student Education Records, received the most significant update to ensure compliance with current state and federal laws, including FERPA and the Virginia Freedom of Information Act. Due to the extent of the revisions and reorganization, there was not a red line policy version that was practical, so that was not included from VSBA. So that's the reason I didn't send that to you. Policy JOD, which is non-custodial parents, that policy contained only minor clarifying revisions. And to streamline that policy, the reason I bring attention to that is it had a form that went with it that originally VSBA had it as JODF, but originally we had it included with our policy JOD, so I just continued that. And so JODF would not be our policy. I put the form in JOD, which is what we had done in the past. Also included are two new policies, which are required by state law. ILBC, which is College Board School Day Program, and JLB, which is Financial Aid, Information and Guidance for High School Students. These revisions help ensure our policies remain legally compliant, current, and aligned with VSBA recommendations. I respectfully recommend the board approve the policies as presented. And I can answer any questions that you may have.
Any questions for Ms. Martin on the VSBA policies? There's none. Do we have a motion to approve the VSBA policies as presented?
So moved.
Second. Motion a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Now, the discussion of the beginning of school bash on Friday, July 24th on the Ridgeview campus from 4 to 6 p.m. Ms. Robinson.
Thank you, sir. As you can see on this page, this includes only some of our sponsors, but we have many more. And so I like to share all of our community agencies, local and regional, for their contribution, along with all of the area churches and Sheriff's Department, Food City, who has contributed bottles of water, the Dixon Health Department, Behavioral Health, Camp Jacob, who's going to provide the bouncy houses for us. That's very popular. We're also going to provide haircuts, and I want to recognize that 5 of our community beauticians, along with Mrs. Phillips, our own cosmetology teacher, will be providing haircuts for our students. And so, again, that's um, just a wonderful. I just want to recognize them. They're volunteering their time to do that for our children, and so we are very thankful. We are very grateful. So we will have more about that. We'll also have pictures taken, and be able to share those with you. So we're very proud of. It's bigger and better, I believe, and I just want to recognize our own directors who have worked tirelessly on this event. Miss Martin, Miss Deal, Mr. Deal, who's contacted sponsors, Mr. Dr. Neese, who's contacted the beauticians, and that was quite a job, just trying to get everyone together. Miss Julie Davis, Miss Lacey Edwards, everyone in our office has really, they take this outreach event very seriously, and it's our way of saying thank you to our families and providing a service. So we're very excited.
Excited.
We welcome you to come.
Thank you, Ms. Robinson. Any questions on the back-to-school bash?
I'll be the one that's directing traffic. I love to direct traffic. So if you see me out there like yeah, wearing orange and with
Wearing
some
blaze-
sticks or
blaze
something, that's me.
I plan to be there. I hope I can make it.
I hope you follow the directions to park, Mr.
If I can get a haircut,
Yeah. No, sir, it's just for children, sir. I'm sorry.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Robinson. At this time, we will have board comment, and we'll start it off with Mr. Vanover. if he would. Thank you, sir. Mr. Mullins.
Well, looking forward to the school bash. That's but I'm disappointed to hear that the adults couldn't get haircuts.
You had the same thing.
And I want to shout out a congratulations to Caitlin Osmond. Worked hard on that, and I know Caitlin, and she did a great job. And I was glad to see that the insurance rates were not too damaging to us, and was able to get through that dilemma. And I think it's real positive to see the implementation of the Chromebooks. I think very positive, beneficial to students and the teachers as well. So, just looking forward to a new 2026, and it's hard to believe that summer has gone.
Yes. Yes, sir. I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
Many people in this room will agree with that.
Mr. Hicks?
Well, just want to just say thank you to all the sponsors of the community bash. It's a great little partnership for our community, and to give it back to our school families should be great. You know, it would only take about 30 seconds to cut everybody's hair up here on this board. So I don't know why that's such a big deal.
Ain't a whole lot, are
It wouldn't take long, but like 2 little snips and we'd be done. But
Have
yeah,
to have an appointment, sir.
yeah, I know. But yeah, I just thank for everything and all the work everybody's put in. The excitement of school, it's getting started back, and you know, just looking forward to having another good year. And you know, up until that start date, just enjoy the little bit of time you got, enjoy your families, and soak up some sun and get some rest. And we'll have another great year next year.
Well, I agree. This past year has been kind of a blessing. The whole year we had some awful good things happen for our students and employees. And hope that continues. August 6th isn't far away, but it's pretty close.
Yes, sir.
That's right. But I just want everything to go well. I hope the bash goes off well. It always does. Seems like everybody's excited about it. Having all the folks in for the visitations at the grade levels, that's going to be interesting. And I just hope we have a better year than we had last year. If we keep doing that each year and say we have it better,
Amen.
that's a good way to think it, I believe. It's certainly been true in the past, and I hope that continues.
Amen to that. I can just mostly ditto everything everybody said. I think the bash is a good thing. Looking forward to that going off. I know it'll go very well. Hopefully the weather, I don't want to jinx us.
Yeah.
Hopefully the weather's good. I haven't looked at it. It has been a pretty quick summer. We're right around the corner to starting back. It's seems like they always go by so fast, though. I can remember when I was in school, it was always too quick to go back to school, no matter when it was. So definitely looking forward to getting things going back in this school year. Very glad to see the salary scales. Happy with the news of the insurance. So it's been a good summer. We
It
had
really
a good meeting
has.
tonight. So I appreciate everybody, and that's all that I have.
I have one question.
Go right ahead, sir.
Steve, is there a timeline on this construction project out here?
That's a very good question.
Do they have a limit somewhere to make this finished or not?
That's a very good question, sir, and I'm sorry, I don't have an answer.
Well, the buses are going to have a great deal of difficulty there.
Yeah.
I know that those folks have done their best, but that's going to be a hazard there if, everybody's not ready
It is, and I hope that, and I know that law enforcement and the sheriff's department will assist us the first few days of school because, no, I do not have a report, but I will talk to Mr. Barton and to see, where the county is. But I'm sorry, it just does look like it's, been slow, and I'm sure they have a lot of dirt to move and all of those, and the weather I'm sure has impacted that also. So, but you're absolutely correct. And so I think the first day of school is going to be quite a, with our parents bringing children in buses and all of those kinds of things. I think it will be quite
Well,
a challenge.
It's a safety issue for if it's going to be prolonged, and certainly in the beginning of school, it's always crowded as
Yes,
it is, and
yes.
this just makes another hazard out there. In my view, there's a way to fix that lane some way to make more room for those people to turn and do what they have to do. Those
I will
families
certainly
have to
share
manage.
the board's concern with that and also talk to the sheriff to see if we can get extra deputies. They always are here very strong the first couple of days, but we may need a couple of days more just to help everybody get used to those. Yeah.
That's a good thought. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Rasnick. You're absolutely correct.
That brings us to the closed session portion of the meeting. Pursuant to Section 2.2-3711, Paragraph A of the Code of Virginia, there will be a closed session for the purpose of employment issues relating to discussion or consideration of specific individuals for employment as PK through 6 teacher, assistant principal, school nurse, cafeteria manager, attendance clerk, part-time instructional aide, coaches, substitutes, FMLA, retirements, and resignations pursuant to Virginia Code Section 2.2-3711A. Student early graduation requests, Code 2.2-3711A, and to consult with legal counsel regarding the investment of public funds associated with school construction and consultation regarding actual or probable litigation, along with consultation specific matters requiring legal advice pursuant to Virginia Code Section 2.2-71A 6, 7, and 8 of the Code of Virginia. We have a motion to go into closed session.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Now in closed session. Closed session.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We're now out of closed session. Ms. Robinson, will you please read the certification?
Yes, sir. Whereas the Dickinson County School Board has convened a closed meeting on this date pursuant to an affirmative recorded vote and in accordance with the provisions of the Virginia Freedom of Information Act, and whereas 2.2-3712D of the Code of Virginia requires a certification by this school board that such closed meeting was conducted in conformity with the Virginia law. Now therefore be it resolved that the Dickinson County School Board hereby certifies that to the best of each member's knowledge, 1, only the public business matters lawfully exempted from open meeting requirements by Virginia law were discussed, and 2, only such public business matters as were identified in the motion by which the closed meeting was convened were heard, discussed, or considered. Would you please certify?
I certify.
I certify.
I certify.
I certify.
Have any motions from closed session?
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the personnel recommendations as presented.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any other business to discuss?
Mr. Chair, we need approval for the early graduates.
Do we have a motion for approval for early graduation?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any other business or motions?
Mr. Hackney, I was reminded that instead of saying August 26th, I may have said October. So that's August the 26th, and I apologize to the
Duly
board.
noted. Thank you. There's no other business. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed? The meeting is adjourned.